How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to some more SDRA 2. Sort of. Yeah, I'm imagining that this wasn't the video you were expecting to see for me in the next few days, or weeks, or months. You get the point. The joke is that I don't upload. But no, we're here to sort of continue our Let's Play. I've been aware that this exists for a while. For a long time, I've been aware that additional content for SDRA 2 does exist. I just, for some reason, kept forgetting to check it out. So, today, I'm gonna sit down, not because I'm already sitting down, so that's gonna be fun. I'm already in the chair. I already have my new microphone. English. I know how to speak. Trust me, guys. But as you can see, it's like this. Ignore the whole mess down back there. I was just testing some stuff with a pop filter and wanted to see how this one would turn out without the pop filter. So in the end, we're all in this together. Huh? Anyways, folks. Today, we're gonna see the side stories. I originally wanted to stream this, believe it or not, but in the end, I decided, you know what? No, recording is more than enough because, and here's the funny part, I will be streaming something related to Super Danganronpa Another 2 this week. I imagine this video is gonna go up the very same day I record it because otherwise, I'm a fucking failure. But this week, I will be at home, so I intend to start watching the dub. Oh boy, I intend to start watching the dub because especially chapter 3 came out a very short time ago. Very recently. I know English. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to that. Of course, we're gonna go through the first 2 chapters. Before that, I'm pretty sure there are videos on the internet, just like the ones I'm about to see. Speaking of the video that I'm about to see for the side stories, there are 2, at least that I'm aware of. I'm not sure if there's a third or even more, but there are 2 side stories that I'm aware of, and both of them have very interesting titles that I'm sure will not have me in complete tears at all. Nah, at all. This is also going to be the video where I'm going to do a bit of an experiment regarding the webcam. I don't have a green screen, as you guys know, but we'll see. We'll see. You guys will see what I mean. Like I said, both of these side stories have a very interesting title, and I'm not sure what to expect of them. I'm scared. I will admit it. I am very terrified of what might come out of this. They were both done by LINUJ, if I recall. I could be mistaken. Future me will somewhere put something regarding it. But I'm pretty sure this is like considered a make mode for SDRA 2, just like the original DRA had. I think I've been babbling on enough. I'm just scared. I don't know how long this video is going to be, or if I'm even going to see both of the videos, or if I'm going to have to cut this in 2 for the second one. I'll meet you guys when it's time to do the reaction. I'll be right back. Ta-da! It's nowhere near perfect. I am fully aware, but hey, NVIDIA gave me the tools. I just use them. So yeah, we're doing a little experiment today. There's gonna be a few glitches in the system where you'll see parts of my bedroom shift and shimmer, including the microphone itself, which really wants to disappear out of this reality, but hey, we do our best. Anyways, the first video, Super Danganronpa 2, Super Danganronpa Another 2. Why did I say Super Danganronpa 2? I know why, because I'm writing the script for the retrospective. But Super Danganronpa Another 2, side story number 1, Queen of Despair. Fuck. I thought we were done with this shit, dude. Anyways, there's nothing else I want to say. Let's just go with it and see where this goes. Shout out to MIRESIS. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that channel. I've been following them for a while now. They are a very, very entertaining duo that does pretty much everything. I am gonna leave the channel's and the links to the videos in the description below, to the channel. It's 2 people in the same channel. I'm gonna leave a link to them in the description, as well as to the videos. Keep in mind that this came from another video where somebody translated the side story. I just saw a bit of both, like a few of the words, and saw that, you know what, this one is more pleasing to the eye, so this one is the one we're gonna follow. That being said, I think I've delayed long enough. I've been recording for 11 minutes and I've only got like 4 or 5 minutes of content. Let's hold up. I'm gonna do something funny. Yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna watch it on my second monitor. It's not something I usually do, but from now on, I'll be looking like this. I think it works a little bit better. Yeah, you know what? We'll do it. Maybe one each. We'll see. Anyways, settings, max. Actually, no, we can. Well, my monitor doesn't really support 1440p. So, Super Danganronpa Another 2, side story number 1, Queen of Despair, English. Let's see what we got. Obviously, you know how my reactions work. This is sort of like both reaction and gameplay. I mean, it is a reaction, let's be real. But this is more like, this is gonna be part of the Let's Play playlist for several reasons, and I don't know how to feel about that. So, yeah, you know, I'm stalling at this point. I'm aware, guys. Let's just see what we got. I love despair. Okay, who's talking? That's a strong opener. It's good to see people suffering. Hearing their screams makes me so unbearably happy. To have the title of Ultimate Despair is a godlike existence in my eyes. What the fuck? We just started. Okay, hold up. I should probably go over here a little more to not block this part, this part of the video here. Whoever's talking is talking a lot like Junko Enoshima. For the past few years, the numerous incidents involving Ultimate Despair have thrilled and exhilarated me. For the first time, my boring life has been filled with pure elation, and I have continued to savor it. But nothing good lasts forever. In the end, the Ultimate Despairs were defeated by the Ultimate Hope, and the biggest, most fucking... Not even a minute in, dude. Not even a minute in. Okay. Humanity overcame despair and moved towards the future with new hope. Sorta. Yeah. That was despair for me. Yep. But who's talking? What the fuck? My name is Taro Watanabe. Okay. Loving despair, living for despair, a true remnant of despair. Wow. We're pulling deep on this one, aren't we? That shit's an ancient relic. I did not know what each of these had in store. Mainly because, hold up, is there like a black line over here, or am I just... Oh no, it's part of the video, okay. I thought I was just tripping. It's gonna be a constant struggle because camera's here, video's there, OBS is here. That's fucking weird, dude. It's weird. But hey, we're doing this. Let's go. In this day and age, however, despair struggles to survive. The ultimate despair was annihilated, and most of the remnants of despair are all either dead or imprisoned. Yep. Recently, as the world regained hope, judicial authorities were completely revived. Not only those Foundation guys, but also the government dogs are roaming around. I imagine that would be good for the remnants, right? For the ones who worship despair, however, the world couldn't be anything other than despair. Right. Is it here? Ooh. After restless searching, I was finally able to reach her. Hold up, I think the audio might be a little too loud. I should have done a test beforehand, but I didn't want to do it with this video, and this video is like the audio that I want to listen to, so I lowered it a bit more. Let's see how it does. The Queen of Despair. It's still a little too loud. 3 blocks northwest of the garbage dump, 15 steps in the direction of the church with the broken payphone. Who is this guy? Okay. It opened, so the information was real. Okay, I still think it's way too loud. I'll probably record this as like the first one, and I apologize for any audio issues. I've only recently started tinkering with audio in OBS because of a certain event that happened on Twitch late last year. Speaking of which, Happy New Year. I'm probably going to add that in post, but I forgot to say it during the intro. Happy New Year. Hopefully the entrance to 2026 has been all right for you all. For me, it has been pretty good, all things considered. But yeah, if there's any audio issues, I'll iron them out for the second side story. So yeah, let's keep going. My heart starts to pound in my ears. Who are you, guy? The person I'm about to meet is such a grand presence that a mere lowlife like me can't even make eye contact. Juko is fucking dead. Who are you talking about? Those rumors that have been floating around for months. Information that there is a next generation... Next generation symbol of despair, you say? Oh god. Because like next generation symbols of hope were like the main characters of SDR8 too. Who is it? Who would take that mental after what happened with Mikado? Casually commits crimes that even God would be afraid of. Let's go in. Oh no. Who is it? A dark, dusty old staircase. It was a ruin that ordinary people wouldn't even pay attention to, but the atmosphere was still reassuring somehow. It had the feeling of despair. So this is despair. Wow. After passing through several stairs and corridors, I found a door that exuded unusual energy. It's fucking... Dude, imagine... I know it's fucking impossible, but imagine if it's canonic. God, please don't. I sort of want to and I sort of don't want to. She's still haunting me. It's been almost a year and she still haunts my fucking dreams. I took several deep breaths and knocked on the door with a trembling hand. This guy must really love whoever is behind the door. Damn, alright. Nothing? Okay. Come on in. Okay, still don't know. Someone is on the other side. The air is heavy with unrest. At first, it sounded like a cute child's voice, but within it lies the terrible aura of despair. A cute child. Is Monica back? No, she gave up. I still don't know when this takes place in the Danganronpa timeline. We know it's after DR1 at the very least. But if government forces are taking control again, it's likely after DR3, so Monica To is out of the picture. But if this is a side story for SDR... Oh shit, no. No, that can't be it, right? As soon as I heard that voice, I knew I was in the right place. Oh shit, there's only one character that comes to mind. Clutching my chest, which was pounding madly without any thought of stopping. I'm terrified. I'm terrified. Am I right? Is it her? The condition inside was better than expected compared to outside. The dust from the ruins was still floating in the air, but there was no time to worry about such things here. Who is it? An overwhelming presence filled the small room to the brim. Oh, the moment that person entered my field of vision, I couldn't help but feel overwhelmed. Who? It can't be who I'm thinking of, right? Oh my fucking god, it totally is. Oh my god, what? What the fuck? Okay. I see how it is. Hello, Iroha. Are you Taro Watanabe? It's been a while since I've done her voice. On the outside, she looked like an ordinary girl. Dude, what the fuck is she doing? From her shadowed face and extraordinary demeanor, it was easy to tell she was nowhere near ordinary. What are you doing, Iroha? She had the composure of a veteran who had experienced countless hardships in her life. I mean, yeah, sort of. I could practically taste it from her leisurely chuckle. That's right. I am Taro Watanabe, the one who contacted you. I don't know how this guy looks, so I don't know what voice I'm gonna give it. For a moment, I forgot she called my name. I couldn't help but stare blankly at her. This person is the next generation symbol of despair Iroha needs you at? Dude, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That is fucking impossible to think, alright? That is impossible. That is straight up fucking impossible. Fucking Iroha. What are you doing? At some point, she became a legend among despair. Why? What has she been doing? Queen of Despair, Utsuroshima III, New Generation Despair, all names the queen had harbored. What the fuck? Dude, falling off a bridge with Shobai at your side really fucking threw you off the deep end, huh? Even just looking at her actions, she was a member of the organization that kidnapped and murdered the next generation Symbols of Hope, caused the murder of an executive of the Kisaragi Foundation. Right. Teruya. Right. She has a record of fooling around and killing broker Age, whose identity had recently begun to surface. Who is that? Even after committing all these crimes, she hadn't been caught by the government or the Kisaragi Foundation, and the search is still ongoing. Despite being somebody being chased by the entire world, she still faces me so boldly. To be honest, her appearance is different from what I expected. Yeah, me too, man. Knowing that the Queen of Despair who committed such an enormous feat was right in front of me, goosebumps began to rise all over my body. Yeah, it's a good time to point out my microphone just shimmers in and out of reality every now and then. What the fuck? I am so lost. What was the chain of events that led to this? She didn't seem like. Is it just me? Is it just me, guys? Come on. Is it just me? Is it just me? I'm so lost. Yes, I received the letter with the 8 money you sent. It said that there would be other gifts. Yes, that's right. Here. After saying that, I took out a small box from my bag and handed it to my queen. Yes? Yes, actually, I had a bit of a scuffle with those guys from the Kisaragi Foundation on the way here. After a fierce chase, one of them was decapitated. Oh, wait. What? Oh, hell yeah. Okay. That confirms it. It is still the Hiroha I know and love. His head? Yeah, he was a young guy. You idiot! Who would ask for something like this? What the fuck? Oh, that is fantastic. That is still Iroha. I'm sorry. I did think there was trouble with the Kisaragi Foundation. Are you insane coming all the way here? What would have happened if you had been tracked by the Foundation? I'm sorry. I didn't think it through. That's definitely true. I hadn't thought that far ahead. And it's weird that Iroha did. I was so excited at the thought of meeting the Queen of Despair that I had almost caused a great nuisance for her. If you're really sorry, shouldn't you show some sincerity? Wait a minute. I am getting very big flashbacks to Iroha's Utopia at the end of the game, and I don't like this. I no longer like this. I want out. How long does fucking 16 minutes. Oh, deep breaths, Ed. Deep breaths. You got this. Come on. Sincerity, you mean? In addition to the fund sent today, prepare 3 more checks. Okay, that's fair. 3 more checks? Can't you? You want to become my servant. You can't even do as you're told. Oh, no, of course I can. Piece of cake. We have prepared an SUV at the back of the building. Get a move on. First, we'll take you to the hideout. The officer there will explain all the details. That means mistakes can be made up for, right? Welcome to the new ultimate... Bro, what the fuck? That is a large bombshell to just drop in a fucking 16-minute video. LINUJ, what are you doing? What are you doing? It was all neat. Okay. It was all neatly tied up, all right? It was all neatly tied up. Let's not beat around the bush. It was all neatly tied up. It was all neatly tied up at the end of SDRA 2. I mean, yeah, sure, Iroha and Shobai had escaped, and the Kisaragi Foundation had now a schism, but I guess this is more content for side stories, which does make sense, but like, you're just making questions appear out of thin air, LINUJ. The ending was right there. Like, it was wrapped up, neat bow tie, and you ruined it. I can't complain though. It's more of these characters. I cannot complain. Let's go. Okay. I did it. Whoever the fuck I am. In this bleak world where hope conquers all, I finally met the mother of despair and became one of... Could you have worded that any weirder? Could you? Yeah, probably. Should you? No, that's weird enough. My difficult life of the past is over, okay? For today at last, I become a member of the new ultimate despair. I never imagined that fucking Iroha of all people would be doing this shit. Shobai! Shobai! There it is. Where is he? Where's our boy? Oh. So... What the hell? What is happening? Guys, I'm so lost. I am so fucking lost. What am I looking at? I have so many fucking questions. Who was that guy? Is he crazy? In the abandoned building after Taro Watanabe was sent on his way. The Queen of Despair was inconsolably stomping around and screaming. Okay. Why the hell is he giving a person's head as a gift? Who in the world would enjoy getting something like that? If you were a normal person, do you think he'd come to people like us? Why? Why? Just why? Shobai, why did you agree to this? There's a lot more to this, isn't there? You're acting like you've never seen a severed head before. Is that a reference to a certain ultimate billiards player? I've only seen it once or twice. Why would I want to look at someone's severed head? Shobai Hashimoto. Trashimoto, baby! A broker who only operates on the shadows. Oh! That's Broker H. That is Broker H, right? Okay, they were talking about Broker H. Yeah, I mean, Hashimoto starts with an... Yep, that's him. Why didn't I put two and two together? After the Utsuroshima incident, his true identity was revealed to the public, and his actions shocked many people. I mean... Oh, I see where this is going. But... it is widely known that Shobai Hashimoto died in a bridge... Clever. Super clever, actually. So, Shobai feigned his death. Shobai, like, faked his death. And, oh, I see. That's clever. I mean, that is inherently Shobai, but that's clever. I see, yeah. By pure chance, a corpse was found under that bridge, which was then disguised as his own. Iroha Nijue, who accompanied him, was the only one who escaped alive. That was the story the public was given. Right. Rumor has it that Iroha is believed to be the one who killed him. Ooh, which makes it even better. Only they themselves know the truth, for now. So he just works for her, I guess? Hey, Bubblehead, He calls her Bubblehead now. How long has this been? How long, like, since the ending of SDRA 2, how long has this been? How long, dude? Because he calls her Bubblehead now? That is wholesome. Even though, you know, they still have probably the same relationship. Shut up! What exactly were those crappy conditions earlier?
What? What do you mean?
What do you mean, 3 chicks? These bastards readily gave up their lives to join the new Ultimate Despair. Even if you ask for 10 checks, they're the kind of people who would sell their own organs if that's what it took to earn it. Only 3? Ugh, it's like you forgot everything I taught you.
No, but that guy looked like he was struggling. Oh.
Junko is fucking rolling in her grave right now. Since when did we start showing mercy to the fish? All those bastards are nothing but crazy. They will do anything to get us the money. And why do you need the money? To get the bait, that is. Huh? Bait for what? What do you guys need? If you understand, prepare to move. I'll go take care of that guy. I'll be back. Oh, that guy's dead.
What? But what about the 3 checks?
Are you even listening with half an ear? The guy said he had a scuffle with those Foundation guys on the way here. Yeah. If by any chance he was tracked, it's over for us. We got the funds, so the goal was achieved. True, I guess. Whether it's 3 checks or none, the right thing to do is deal with this guy. No loose ends.
And the hideout?
Yep, you're gonna have to move, baby. Yeah, we definitely have to move. Yeah.
This place has been pretty good compared to all the ones we've been to so far.
The life of a fugitive, Iroha. You chose it. Tell that to the guy who whined about all the dust when we first got here. I'll be right back. Stay here and don't move. Damn. She's so dressed like Monica. That's crazy, actually. She has, like... I like that she still has the hair, like, tied up here. But her design is so reminiscent of Monica. It's crazy. It's crazy, actually.
Shobai?
What?
How much longer do we have to live like this?
Oh. Gonna give some sob story?
Next generation symbol of despair, queen of despair. Promoting people's fantasies of the new ultimate despair. This life of extorting people for dirty money like fish biting onto a hook with rotten bait. Shobai, are you really satisfied with that kind of life?
She's not wrong.
Of course, I know that this is the only way for us if we want to survive and make a living. Since the justice system has been revived and the Kisaragi Foundation is getting stronger, I know there's no other way. But even so, we survived. We survived that awful killing game.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Iroha, you only survived because you never did what Mikado asked you to do, and Shobai survived because he was on everyone's fucking payroll. So I'd say that's fair and balanced. But yeah, I can't imagine that leaving a killing game like that would get you guys some severe trauma, PTSD, and anything else you want to throw at it. I do feel kind of sorry for Iroha for having to do this, but at the same time, it's Iroha. We saw her actions from chapter 4 onwards. I love her still. She's my bubblehead, but God, if that bubblehead hasn't committed crimes.
So someday, this fugitive life will end and I can return to my daily life as a distant member of society.
Baby girl, you're not gonna go back to society. Your name is public enemy #1 right now, if I understood it correctly.
It's possible, isn't it, Shobai?
No. No, it's over.
Knowing you have some kind of daring, ingenious method.
Oi. What the hell do you take me for?
Huh? But you're the smartest villain in the world. You even fooled Mikado, didn't you?
No. Well, sorta, yeah, I guess. Hey, Bubblehead, listen carefully. I don't know what sort of fantasies you held about the person named Shobai Hashimoto, but I have always lived this way. Yep. Do you honestly think trash like me has ever lived a splendid life? Garbage will always live by being garbage. That shit. If you're sick of this shit, our deal is as good as of today. Our deal is over. I thought it said is as good as over. It's over as of today.
What?
I have earned enough money. With this much, I can live a secluded life pursuing other forms of business. You can stop playing the villain that you hate so much.
No, that isn't what I meant.
I have no intention of working with someone who still has lingering attachments to society.
That was the lie. If you disappear, then I'll...
Why are you so hung up on me? You have it in you. The remains of divine luck. I knew this was gonna come up eventually. Because yes, she does. If not, she would be probably dead by now. She has... Given, like, the intro to this, I imagine that Hirohaya has survived countless stuff that she really shouldn't have. And we all know that Iyuki lived on with Sora's body, or Akane's, and that body now carries the divine luck. Which does mean that Iroha's own divine luck still exists, because as you all... There was a whole fucking ass debate about this on stream, which I still need to upload part 2. I know, guys. It's just such a long video, and I don't have the time to edit it. Every time I edit it, it's like 5 minutes at a time, and there's still like a half an hour to 45 minutes more. It's painful, all right? Just cut me some slack. I will get that done by the end of the month. Hopefully. I really don't like saying dates because I know I'm gonna fuck up eventually, but let's just keep going.
Yeah, but this is...
Right, about divine luck. You saw what happened on the bridge, right? Yep. Yuki Maeda's alive and still has divine luck somehow. Yep. You used to search for Utsuro, so why don't you go search for this guy?
What? How can I when I'm by myself?
Why do I have to sit here and deal with this shit again? This is a waste of time. This discussion is over. I'll go take care of that guy and leave, so you can either live or die on your own from now on.
Shobai! I'm sorry I was wrong. Please don't leave me.
Oh no. What is this?
What is that siren?
Ah, shit. That guy really brought along a whole string of crap. It's the Oh no! Judging by how loud it is, it's already too late to get to the SUV. I should have just left without the useless chat. Fuck.
Oh no! What should I do? What do I do?
What else is there to do? You run. Yeah. This is how it ends. We do whatever it takes to survive. Yep.
Go together, come on!
Oh, the running sounds. The nauseating stories of nauseating comrades. These two somehow managed to escape successfully. I know it's probably because of divine luck, but this is bullshit, dude. This is fucking bullshit. And I know that's divine luck's whole shtick, but that's bullshit! However, because of this, Shobai Hashimoto's story became much longer than he had anticipated. Yeah, he wanted out. He wanted out. Was yet another deal made with Iroha Nijue? Is this the end? The Queen of Despair rarely showed herself after that. Oh. Together with a butler wearing a crow mask and a suit. It seems their business isn't over yet. LINUJ, I love your stories, man. I love everything you wrote. I love DRA and SDRA 2. Kanata and Ori and Kanaria Tonokoji are some of my favorite fictional characters of all time. But for the love of all that's good and holy, tie up loose ends, please. Don't create new ones. You're literally implying there's more stuff to come. Is that it? Think you? Yeah. Yeah, like I said, there was somebody else who translated first. Link. All the relevant links are going to be in the description. So I'm going to prepare the second one. This one was fun. I'm going to give I'm going to give my opinions to it before we start this following video, but Jesus Christ, this video was something. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we are back for the second of the side stories for SDRA 2. I did check my audio. It seemed a little funky in some places. I think it's because I've adjusted it based on my normal talking voice. And I really need to find like a setup for like voice acting and stuff like that. Change the compressors, the expanders, that sort of stuff. I might even ask for a few pointers from people who do this more often. But yeah, we're here. I've also put my microphone a little more distant from me so that it's over here now. You guys can see it, but it probably will stay vanished for the entirety of this recording. Regarding that first side story, good God, I was not expecting half of that. That was insane. That was cool. And it was unnecessarily open-ended. I am so mad at that, actually. Because there was no reason. I mean, they could have just died. Or, well, because Hiroha has divine luck, I guess she can't. It's a big mess. I realized that LINUJ kind of wrote himself into a mess with that ending, but these side stories are pretty colorful. Well, there's not going to be a DR3 or DRV3 or whatever the fuck you guys want it to be. I don't think there might be. There might be something in the realm of writing. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's not going to be a game if it happens. Either way, I do like the story itself. I like that Iroha and Shobai had to work together essentially to survive post what happened in the epilogue of SDRA 2. And I like that they have this sort of relationship where Shobai clearly cares a little more for her than he that he lets on, but at the same time he can't because he's the tough guy. He's the tough guy, the broker, you know? So yeah, I also tweaked the audio settings a little. Let's see how good they are. Not many like huge tweaking, just few like decibels and shit like that. Either way, I am rambling on again. I personally really enjoyed it, but now we're on to the second Super Danganronpa Another 2 side story number 2, Funeral. And I don't even need, like, if Queen of Despair let me with some doubts, because who the fuck would take that title after everything that the Danganronpa universe has lived through? I feel like this one is just gonna be a real punch to the gut because there's only one person who I can imagine to have the funeral. So I'm thinking that this is gonna focus on 2 specific characters, maybe a few more depending on the characters from 6.5 that show up. I'm not ready, but let's go. I should probably, hold up. It is capturing, okay, it is. Okay, let's go. Teruya Otori, yep, head of the financial department of the Kisaragi Foundation and a student of the 79th class at Host Week Academy. Goats, by the way. While he never did consider himself as exceptionally bright, his innate understanding of commerce and mathematical aptitude led him to become the ultimate merchant. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Enrolling into Hope Speak Academy, he believed that the only thing left for him was what he was destined for, success. Okay, for some reason my brain had a fart. But he was caught in an unexpected incident, experienced a living hell. Yep. The incident is known as is the tragedy, LINUJ. It's the fucking tragedy. And I'm sure that whoever translated this shit had fun doing that. Don't. He and his classmates of Hope's Peak Academy were subjected to a traumatic killing school life, a murderous preliminary experiment for the tragedy. Yeah. I don't think that's talked about very often. I mean, we all know the plot of DRA, but it's crazy to think that the 79th class's killing game only happened to serve as a testing ground for the 78th, which, man, that is awful in many ways. Teruya survived that hell. Okay. Actually, no, he didn't. He did not. Nope. Here we are. Funeral. I'm not ready for this, guys.
Mr. Otori, it's so awful. He sacrificed so much for the Foundation. I can't believe it ended like this.
Mr. Otori was such a good guy. I really liked him. It was just at the end of the Utsuroshima Incident. The last guy to die. After barely catching the perpetrators, the Kisaragi Foundation could finally return to a normal daily life. But, well, not necessarily the last person to die. I'm guessing that we're both Sora and Utsuro, who are now stuck in a computer forever. And, I mean, fair enough. The last guy to die was technically Alter Ego Mikado. But, yeah, the last person to die was Teruya. Closure came in the form of a funeral for Teruya Otori, saying farewell to another victim of the Utsuroshima incident. Almost all members of the Kisaragi Foundation were in attendance, coming together to mourn the loss of one of its most respected executives. Sorry, this is going by way too fast. However, there were voices heard among those who still could not accept his death. That rumor, is it really true? I wonder, which one? That the director abandoned him? This is gonna be tough. Because, yeah, Kinjo has a lot to answer for when it comes to Teruya's death. Hey, watch your words! Do you really think the director would abandon his own teammates? Yes, I do. I'm sure there was a reason. Mr. Otori trusted him after all, so I do too. It all just feels so unsettling. This isn't the first time you could say that. The way this place runs is strange these days. Yeah. And so the cracks began to pile up. Ooh, are we gonna get... Yeah, the schism. Like I said, I imagined there would be a schism in... I thought I heard a phone ring, sorry. I did say I thought there was gonna be a schism in the Kisaragi Foundation after what happened at the bridge. Because, you know, Keisuke literally almost shot Midori because he was under the command of Tsurugi Kinjo. I don't know why I'm doing this like this, because he was literally under his command. Details regarding the Utsuroshima incident were kept confidential to anyone below executive level, but rumors of it still spread like a circle of fire. I don't blame them. There was a lot there. Max value? Yeah. Even prior to the Utsuroshima incident, a faction of skeptics persisted within the Foundation's walls. It only widened with the ever-growing rift, brought about more division. After many trials and tribulations, the Kisaragi Foundation had eradicated some of the worst criminals and maintained the recovering peace of the world. But they sacrificed so much for that peace. So much that couldn't be replaced. So I imagine this takes place after... Well, no, it can't be taking place after Queen of Despair, right? Because it implies that Ito has been on the run for a while, and I imagine this is the first thing they did once they recovered Teruya's body. It had to be. It was no wonder that members of the Foundation were so conflicted. Are we gonna see them? Those are high heels, and I know exactly who's wearing them. Knocking sound echoed through the top floor hallway of the Kisaragi headquarters. On the door was a placard that read Chief Executive. Kinjo, open the fucking door! Come in. Ray, is this important? You can't just come to me at a time like this. You're really working? After a funeral? You know, there's no time to waste on resting. The director's office wasn't anything to write home about. An ordinary desk and chair took up the space. The man seated at the desk was processing what seemed to be like a mountain of papers, taking them one by one off the stack. Chief Executive of the Kisaragi Foundation, a survivor of the 79th class of Hope's Peak Academy, former Ultimate Policeman Tsurugi Kinjo. Just days prior, he had risked his life on Utsuroshima, obsessed with destroying a long overdue evil. Yeah, but now he was silently skimming documents in the dead of night, as if he had no time to breathe. The woman who had approached the director was Rei Mekaru, former Ultimate Professor and head of the Intelligence Department for the Kisaragi Foundation. It's about to be interesting. And a fellow survivor of the 79th class of Hope's Peak Academy, she had conducted the funeral of... Shit. She was responsible for conducting the funeral. Ouch. The two of them had overcome hell on Earth together, and it strained their relationship. Goddess Inoji was certainly a tremendous evil, but the world is still full of evils big and small. Tsurugi continued with his paperwork without even glancing up at Rei, who began to enter his office. Even with Terria's death, we cannot stop.
How can you even utter his name like that? If I were you, I wouldn't even show my face.
Yeah. Tsurugi's fountain pen stopped moving for a moment before resuming its work on the paper beneath it.
I know. Goddess Inoji was someone you couldn't catch unless you gave it your all.
Rei continued to speak, her eyes glaring at Tsurugi. I imagine she's tearing up, actually.
As head of the Intelligence Department, I understand that better than anyone. But as a student of the 79th class of Hope's Peak, I can't stand for this. And you, Tsurugi Kinjo, as our classmate, shouldn't have done that.
Rei, have you been drinking? She's drunk. It was only then that Tsurugi looked up from his documents and into Rei's face. Rei looked disheveled, unlike her usual self, and her face was slightly flushed. Ah, and there's Tsurugi's face, which is, yeah. Shooting yourself in the head will do crazy things to a motherfucker. That isn't like you. Although these aren't your working hours, drinking within headquarters is.
Just for today.
Rei leaned her back against the office wall and stared up at the dull white ceiling.
Just for today. If I don't, I won't be able to hold back from killing you.
I don't blame her. In the fucking slightest. This motherfucker, this guy right here, fucking, dude. I fucking despise Tsurugi Kinjo. I don't think you guys comprehend the level of hatred I feel for him, especially after SDRA 2.
You know what really pisses me off? Is that we just abandoned Teruya. And the fact that he won't even blame us in the afterlife.
Tsurugi noticed Rei's voice gradually getting louder. Rei, clearly you aren't feeling well. That's enough for today.
Even if we tried to protect him, he still would have sacrificed himself. Regardless of what he was used for, he didn't want us to feel guilty.
I said that's enough! Unable to hold back any longer, Tsurugi snapped at Rei. He quickly regretted it. He should have kept his composure. Since Rei and Tsurugi had been through so much together, she had no qualms about digging into his weak points.
Fine, Tsurugi Kinjo. I just came here to tell you one thing. Rei Mekaru of the 79th class of Hope's Peak Academy no longer exists.
What do you mean? Rei, who had just been staggering around drunkenly just a moment ago, suddenly changed her tone into one of dead seriousness.
Just like you, right? Tsurugi Kinjo of the 79th class of Hope's Peak Academy disappeared a long time ago, right?
She's not wrong. The guy from the class is gone. Like, what? He has been gone for a while. I'd argue he's been gone since the beginning of DRA, but the real answer, and I know that's the real answer, is that he's been gone since Chapter 6 of DRA, like the ending of the game.
In fact, the 79th class no longer exists. Rei Mekaru died with Teruya Otori.
Man.
I'm certain of it.
Rei. Tsurugi stood up from his desk, yet Rei didn't even bat an eye. How did he stand up? I thought he was on a wheelchair. Oh, I see.
Listen carefully. This is my last wish as a student of the 79th class. Being with you was the worst. I hope I never see you again. Tsurugi Kinjo, you are a fucking bastard!
She's right. Tsurugi couldn't care less about being cursed at, nor the amount of criticism he received. He understood why Rei was acting this way. Because he had prepared himself for all of it. Rei knew it too, which is why she came to find him tonight, the evening of Teruya's funeral. But...
as of tomorrow, please take care of the Kisaragi Foundation's head of intelligence.
Oh!
Director?
Rei exited Tsurugi's office, purposely slamming the door loudly behind her. Tsurugi, now alone, sat back down in his wheelchair with some difficulty, gripping his trembling legs. Oh, I was right. Tsurugi silently resumed with his paperwork. At first glance, it was like the encounter with Rei had never happened. His overtime work continues with no one else around until finally he finds the end of the Tower of Papers. Tsurugi looked up at the clock on the wall, realizing the day had finally ended. Midnight came and went. Teruya's funeral day was finally over. Tsurugi put down his pen and raised his head to the ceiling. And suddenly let out a hollow laugh that made me feel like vomiting. Oh, good lord. Yeah. He gripped his head tightly and screamed silently. It was a side of him that no ever saw, and only came out when he was alone. This was the Tsurugi Kinjo of the 79th class of Hope's Peak Academy. With a loud thud, Tsurugi fell to the floor. He screamed with his entire body, unable to contain his emotions and falling out of his wheelchair. The wheelchair's wheels spun meaninglessly, and the documents that had been painstakingly organized fluttered into the air. However, the silent screams didn't stop. What was the correct answer? Did he make the right decision? Was there really no better way? Tsurugi Kinjo will never be able to escape the endless questions. No matter how hard he struggles, the questions will only persist. It's too late to go back. He has no choice but to face this pain alone. He couldn't trust anyone. The only thing he could do to resist was scream silently. Bro, I do not feel sorry for you. Like, at all. You made your choices. Live with them. The next day, the chief executive disappeared. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. He just fucking vanished. He just left. Fucking coward. Administratively, he was temporarily suspended, but no one knew why or where he had gone. Rei Mekaru temporarily took over as the active director, but even she was hardly the same as she was before. Right. The Kisaragi Foundation was on a clear decline from that moment on. And in the not-so-distant future, the Kisaragi Foundation will face a major turning point. You can't leave me like this. That's not the end, right? That future is yet to come. A future no one knows of. But when that time comes, everyone will definitely take initiative and leave their mark. You can't leave me like this, man! It will be a grand future. I mean, what is there to say, honestly? I'm at a loss for words. Because this is clearly setting up a future installment of some kind. I still don't imagine it'll be a game. Might just be a light novel or something like that. But that was crazy. And it really pained me to see that, mainly because of Rei. I've grown to like Rei Mekaru a lot more than I used to. even when I did the top 10 for the DRA characters, I didn't place her that high. I think she was 9th. But I really come to appreciate her a lot more, and seeing the phrase Rei Mekaru died with Teruya Tori fucking destroyed me right here. That shit was painful. Because it's true, like, and yeah, there's always the fucking hugely popular ship between the two of them, and I'm kind of somewhat of a believer in it. I do think Rei did like Teruya that way, and it was mutual. And the only one confirmed is really Satsuki and Haru. May they be resting up well, but I doubt it, considering Teruya just joined them. But yeah, I got no words for that. I like this one more than I did the Queen of Despair, although both were fantastic because, you know, LINUJ is always fantastic. The guy is a fucking writing genius. Imagine this, like, how do you make a sequel to a game that's essentially a test run for the actual first canon game in the series? And then he answered that you do that by subverting every single possible expectation in Danganronpa ever and making SDRA 2, which, fair enough. That game was fucking great. I'd say it's still my favorite game in the series, if we add all in a neat timeline. But I don't know, man. Because this is crazy. I fucking loved it, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it very much, but fucking hell. Teruya's dead. It's a fact that's very easy to overlook once you reach chapter 6. It is commented on every now and then, but like with the whole taking down Mikado stuff, and until Midori mentions it again, it's very easy to forget that, yeah, Teruya fucking died. He is dead. And only 2 members of the 79th class are left, and they just renounced that. It's fucking awful, man. Jesus. Well, that's a nice introduction for what's gonna be a few streams watching the dub, I imagine. But yeah. I know there are certain lines that have been altered in the dub, which also makes me curious to see where this, what direction they took. And I can't wait to hear the voices. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked today's video, consider a like and subscribing if you're new to the channel. If you couldn't tell, this video kind of dampened my spirits a little bit. But moving forward, I can't wait to see if LINUJ is ever gonna do like a nice, tie the bow around all these loose ends, please. I don't know if there's more coming, like Omake mode stuff. I don't even know when this was released. I guess Future Me is gonna put it on screen eventually as well. But yeah, I got nothing else, man. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new to the channel. And if you want to be notified of future uploads like this one, hit the little bell. You know what to do. Also, if you want to join my Discord server or follow me on Twitch for more constant updates, alongside the links to the videos and channels I've used for this, link to both of the Discord and Twitch, obviously, is in the description below. That'll be all for now. Thank you so much for watching once more. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace.